Message. Hey, Kingdom Wives and Kingdom Husbands. I got a message the other day, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I feel like we should really be showing God so much love and so much appreciation for removing the veil from our eyes. Like, now we are able to fully see what's going on. And I wanted to just say particularly, like, I'm so thankful to, that God has revealed everything that has been going on to the Kingdom Husbands. A lot of you guys, your Kingdom Husbands are finally awake, okay? Finally awake. Like, they're able to hear and see, and God is showing them a lot of what's been going on relating to the warfares, the blockages, and all of that, right? And it has not been an easy journey at all. For some of you guys, there may have been accusations, assumptions, there may have been lies, there may have, there may have been so much blockages. Some of you guys had to literally keep your mouth shut and just bite your tongue and just be silent while you were being accused, or be silent while you were being mistreated from others, and not expressing what's going on, not talking to your husband about it, and because you guys were letting it go and just leaving it to God. And I just want to say to you guys that I feel like we should all be really thanking God so much and praying, and showing our appreciation to God for allowing our Kingdom Husbands or wives to see what's been really going on now. Because God, listen, whatever is done in the dark always comes to light. Everything done in the dark always comes to light. And that's why it's so important to be humble. It's so important to not react out of your character, because when there's things happening, the devil wants you to react out of your character. The devil wants you to not be humble. The devil wants you to explain yourself to people, and I was just about to put a message out about what I'm going to put out right here. So it's like, sometimes when people are very private, it does not always mean that they're up to no good. Sometimes people are actually choosing to be private because they've endured a lot in their life. You know what I mean? Before I showed my face and I started being open, I was extremely private. No one knew my Instagram. No one knew anything about me. So no one could assume anything about me, right? But sometimes when people are private, people accuse the person. It's like people will believe lies. I was listening to Apostle Edison last night, and he said, if you know someone, how could you let someone that does not know that person, influence you when you know that person? Or if you don't know that person, how could you be so easily influenced by someone else that doesn't know that person? That's what Apostle Edison was saying last night. And I was like, this is so true. So I'm not just for the Kingdom Husbands and wives, I'm talking about in general. It's like, when you're private, people will assume that they'll make up all these assumptions because you don't show them your life. And then when you show them a little glimpse of your life, they'll twist that and make assumptions again. This is what God started telling me. You got to be more open now, Stephanie. Yes, I hid you away for a while, but now I want you to be open, because now that I'm being myself and people see who I am, it's like, those who saw me being shy, those who saw me not being as quirky, they were so used to me being shy and so used to me dimming my light. Me being quirky now is making them uncomfortable. Me showing my face makes them uncomfortable. Do you see where I'm coming from? And it's like they would rather you be shy or hide away, right? And even when you're shy and hide away, then they can assume the most about you. And sometimes they don't assume the most about you. But sometimes people keep their lives private to avoid assumptions, to avoid being in drama, to avoid confliction, to avoid all of that. And then some people, they choose to stay private because of what they've endured in their life, because now they have to heal, So when someone comes out and they're being themselves, you got to understand that, you can't just assume things about people. Let them be themselves. You either accept them or you don't. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm just glad, because God was telling me something about Kingdom Husbands, and he was saying that they've waken up and they know now, not just husbands but the wives. It's like we're able to fully see everything now. We're able to see the full warfare, to the point where we have outsmarted those who thought they can outsmart God. His children has outsmarted those who thought they can outsmart him. Do you see what I'm saying? And all we had to do was sit still and just be humble. So again, if you have been experiencing any of this type of stuff, like, pray to God and just, thank God for allowing, not just your partner, but anyone that has judged you, for allowing them to finally see the truth now. Sometimes it may take 2 months. Sometimes it may take a whole year. Sometimes it may take 10 years. Hey, I've been accused of stuff and it took 20 years for my name to be cleared. So it happens. But one thing about it is the Lord always keeps receipts. The Lord keeps receipts. And sometimes God won't clear your name right then and there because there's a reasoning why it keeps going. Because there has to be some sort of evidence that's collected spiritually in order for the person that judged you or the person that mistreated you, in order for them to see where they went wrong. There has to be some sort of physical proof. Sometimes that happens. People won't understand or believe anything until there's some type of proof, right? So God usually always collects evidence and receipts throughout that time. So, what's done in the dark always comes to light. And yeah, guys, give God thanks for, showing your kingdom husband or wife what's been really going on. And if this hasn't happened as yet, and it will happen. It will happen on God's timing. Okay. Yeah, guys, and not everyone that's private means that they're hiding something. Sometimes people are very private because they don't want to go through stuff or they've been through stuff. And here's the thing, when you're private, sometimes people want to know so much about your life, they'll accuse you of something just so you can defend yourself. And then when you defend yourself, in order for you to defend yourself, now you got to tell your whole business. I see stuff in the comment section all the time, like Steph this, Steph that, Steph this. And it's like, okay, if I explain myself, I gotta tell my whole business to explain myself for them to understand. And that's what they want, and I'm not gonna do that. So sometimes I don't even reply. I just block. I block people because you're not gonna mess with my peace of mind, period. Right? So just be humble. Don't even explain yourself to people. If you want to be private about a particular thing, it's no one's business. Why? If you want to be open about it, it's no one's business. Why? Sometimes you just gotta let people assume, and then let God reveal things when it's time to reveal things. And that's when victory comes in. Okay, love you guys. See you soon. Bye.